Hello and welcome to week 10 of Modalities Movement Therapy. I'm Brenda and today we're going to be looking at breathing awareness. This refers to your ability to be aware of your breathing in relation to your movement. So in other words, you want to create space that you can breathe into. We're going to be using a Pilates circle, and if I look at the Pilates circle, we are open, that circle is nice and open. So imagine this is your lungs. You're opening up this circle so that you can move into this. So the breathing moves into this space. Your breath, your lungs are nice and open, so you want to expand them. Expanding the intercostal muscles between the rib cage. So you want to take a nice deep breath in. When you exhale, you're decreasing the space in the lungs. So you want to get rid of that breath. And this is where you're going to feel the contraction. You're activating the muscles. You're exhaling and really activating that core. So the glutes are tucking under, like someone's punching you in the belly. You're deflating those lungs. And our muscle of respiration, our main muscle of respiration, the diaphragm, that is where it all comes from. When we're breathing horizontally using the diaphragm, in and out through the nose, like we do in yoga, you're breathing in and out horizontally. When we're in a stress breathing pattern, we use secondary respiratory muscles in the neck and the shoulders, and that's a vertical breath, creating a lot of tension here. So that's our flight or fight response. We want to bring ourselves into our rest and digest to stimulate all those organs that are attached to the diaphragm. So we're opening up there, creating space, moving into our map movement, breathing to arch and breathing out to tuck. So we're expelling the air, and that's where you're going to feel the contraction. Remember, the glutes are part of the core. It's not just this area. That's our core. Breathing into arch, we're opening up, creating space, and then we're exhaling, deflating the lungs, contracting, and here's where you feel that activation. So let's start off with our hands on our rib cage. So I want you to relax your shoulders as much as possible. Not always easy when we have a lot of tension. So you're going to use a foam roller to release the tension and prepare the body for the movements. So you are going to need a circle and a foam roller for this routine. If you don't have a circle, you can use one of these circle resistance bands for most of the exercises. So I'll give you both options. Let's start off in standing and bring your hands onto your rib cage. So let's relax the shoulders as much as possible and breathe into your hands. So you want to feel the rib cage expanding. Ideally, you're breathing in for 4 counts, breathe out for 4 to 6 counts, in and out through the nose, as in yoga. So breathing in and exhale. Use your hands to feel the expelling of the breath and the contraction around this area. You should feel the glutes activating as well. Let's do that again. A nice deep breath in. And here you're breathing in for 4 counts. You're exhaling. And just keep exhaling until you feel you've got no more breath in the lungs. And let's do it one more time. Breathing in. And now exhale. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling, and then relax. Good, we're going to do a roll down now, so you can take your shoulders, relax them, open yourself up, chin is lifted, drop your chin. Before we drop that chin, let's breathe in. Now on the exhalation, drop your chin, round your spine, so don't let your bum stick out. I want you starting to articulate through the spine, roll down and bounce. Now when you're ready to breathe in, you're going to fire the glutes with your breath. So you're breathing in, uncurling through the spine and articulating into that lifted position. We're going to work into the feet for a few seconds. So we're going to take the big toes and we're going to push them down into the mat. And then you're going to switch and you're going to push the little toes down and lift the big toes. Push the big toes down, lift the little toes. If your toes are not cooperating, get down there and position them so they do. So we want to start in the foundation. Prepare the feet, because that is the start of every line in the body apart from the arm lines. Switch and push the big toes down. And again, switch and switch. Now we're going to take the foot and you're going to push up onto the ball of the foot. Then you're going to rotate the toes and curl the toes under there and just stretch into the front of that ankle. Push back onto the ball of the foot and move through the towards the heel. Do the same thing to the other side. Push into the ball of the foot, rotate the toes forward, stretching the front of the ankle, and push into the ball of the foot and back onto the heel. Let's do that 2 more times. Pushing into the ball and rotate over. Back to the ball of the foot and roll onto the heel. Push into the ball of the foot, over to the toes, push back to the ball of the foot and onto the heel. Now bend your supporting leg, extend the one leg back so you're on the front of the foot again, and we're going to slide the foot forward. So again, we're stretching the front of the leg. Reach back and slide the foot forward. Bend into your supporting leg. So that will give you a nice range of movement. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. It's a nice challenge on that foot with stability. Let's step that foot forward and step the other foot back and bend well into it. So you're putting your weight into that bent leg, slide the foot forward and push back. Challenge your balance. Squeeze your glutes. Think about your big toe. That's part of your deep core line. That's going to help with your stability. Let's do another 3. And 2. And all this time you're breathing through the nose, in and out. Step with the feet side by side again. Chin up, breathing in. Relax the shoulders. Don't stick the bum out. Tuck into it. You exhale and you bring your chin to your chest. You're rolling down through the spine, bouncing there and hanging out. If you need to bend the knees, do so. Bring your yogic lock, your index and middle finger onto your big toes. And you can keep the knees bent if you need to. And we're going to just move into a backline stretch. Bending and extending. Try relax your head. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Just let your head hang. Do another 2. And breathe in and out. Try and straighten your legs if you can and pull back into that rounded position. So I'm really lifting up, trying to stretch everything, lifting those big toes and release and just bounce, and you're breathing in again and uncurling through the spine. And just circle the shoulders up and back. We're now going to take the foam roller and release the glutes. So you're going to sit on the foam roller, and today I'm using a corrugated foam roller, and we're going to roll over that lower back. So you want one buttock off the roller, and you're pushing into the lateral side of the glutes as well. Now you can keep both feet onto the mat, but you're rocking towards one side. If you feel you're getting deep enough, stay in this position. Otherwise, you're going to cross that ankle over the knee, Rotate the sole of the foot to face you, so you're opening up more into the hip. And I want you to take it right into the lower back. So my hip bone is here. You're bringing the roller right up to meet the back line of the body in line with that hip bone. Let's do another 2. So if you feel this is getting deeper into the release, then stay here. Otherwise you might find this is good enough and deep enough for you. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to rock around to the other side, lift your butt up to start, support yourself with that arm, the same arm as the glutes that you're releasing. If this is where you want to stay, you're getting deep enough, this is a good place to be, continue. Otherwise again, cross over, take the thumb onto the ball of the big toe, so you're rotating the sole of the foot to face you, and you can open up more into the hip in this position. Keep going. Give it a few more seconds. And finish off with one more. You're going right into that lower back. Now we're going to focus on the front of the legs. Let's take the elbows in front and you're rolling along the front of the legs. Let's shift ourselves to one side of the roller and bring one knee onto the roller. So you're shifting yourself away from that knee and you're going to roll along the inside of that shin. And the extended leg, you're releasing the front line of the body. Work nice and slowly from the knee all the way up to the hip and along the inside of that bent leg. Finish off with one more. You're going to take the knees onto the roller and rotate to the other side. Bringing the knee up onto the roller, so you're shifting away from the knee so you can fit it onto the roller and roll along the front of that extended leg and the inside of that bent leg. Try to get right to the ankle and down to the knee on that extended leg. Nice and slowly, plumping up and hydrating that fascial tissue. And one more. And release. Okay, we're now going to take the foam roller next to the mat, so we're going to release the inner thighs. Make sure you have some water handy, because plumping up and hydrating the fascial tissue as well as breathing will help drain the lymph, and it should make you quite thirsty. So here we're lying forward on our abs, on the front line of the body. Stay on the elbow and then just come up onto the hand and bring this knee up onto the foam roller. So releasing the front of the leg. Roll out and in. The supporting leg, I want you to open up that foot as wide as you can. So again, we're opening up into the hips. If you want to come into a plank position, That will give you a bigger range of movement. You can also stay on the knee, but try and open up that foot as wide as you can, depending on the range of movement in your hips. Bring the knee in line with the hip. Make sure that knee stays up and that it doesn't drop down there. You want to keep the hips nice and open. Do another 2. Let's release and go around to the other side. Drop down onto your front. Open up the supporting leg as wide as you can. Bring the knee up onto the foam roller. And let's roll out and in. You can bring the hand onto the foam roller or bring it onto the floor next to the mat. Lengthen out as much as you can. Keep that knee in line with the hip. Come into a plank position if you want to. Let's do another 4. And 3. 2 more. And the last one. We're now going to bring the foam roller underneath the neck. So lying on your back, bring the head onto the foam roller and you're going to nod your head from side to side. What's nice about these corrugated rollers is you can bring one of the corrugations right onto the occiput ridge and give that a good release. Take the hands onto either side of the roller if you want to, or you do need to hold them in place. And now you're going to shear over the back from side to side. Sliding the head and shearing that fascial tissue. Hug the knees to the chest and rock yourself to a seated position. Shoulder blades on the foam roller. Link the fingers so you're giving the neck and the head a lot of support. Let's lift the bum and roll over those shoulder blades. Stay nice and open. You don't want to be in this position. Let's open up, relaxing the weight of the head into the hands. Now I want you to rock onto your shoulder blade, your front shoulder blade. So bring the back shoulder blade off the foam roller. And all this time, you're breathing in and out through the nose. Now that front arm, we're now going to bring that arm onto the foam roller. So you're going to bring your knees to the diagonal, support yourself with that other hand. Rest your head in your hand and you're going to roll along the triceps. So I want you to breathe in here. Think about the rib cage. Remember, we're creating space. Now let's breathe into that space and then exhale. And you're contracting. Breathing in, opening yourself up and exhaling. Use that hand to support you. Breathing in and exhaling. So really getting rid of all that breath. So we're focusing more on that exhalation. You can have a few options with that supporting hand. Take it nice and slowly, breathing in for 4 counts and exhaling, tucking, rounding the spine. So you're pulling everything in and creating movement right from the tailbone. Finish off in that extended position. Bring the foam roller right onto the tip of the elbow. And in this position, again, I want you to keep resting the head in the hand and you're rocking forward and back. So you should be getting a nice stretch around the front of the shoulder. If it is quite tender, put some weight into that front hand and make the movement smaller. You want to progress to a bigger movement, but in order to progress, you have to start small. Breathe in as you open up. Breathe out as you rock forward. Last two, breathing in. We're opening up here, create space to breathe into. And one more. And exhale. Keeping the elbow where it is. If you can, you're going to bring your knee up, grab hold of the big toe with your yogic lock again, and extend the leg up to the ceiling. So you're bending and extending that leg. Now an added challenge, if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, is to extend that leg and see how much more you have to control the core in order to stabilize yourself. So that will engage your glutes to stabilize your core. Let's keep going. We're going to do another 4. Breathe in, open up, and exhale. And 3, and exhale. 2 more, and exhale. And the last one, and exhale. Good. Keeping that elbow on the foam roller, but you might need to lift it off just to adjust your position on the mat. You're going to take your elbow onto the foam roller. You're going to bring the hand behind the shoulder onto the shoulder blade. Bring your other hand onto the floor next to you. Now you're going to rest your head on your arm and you're going to bounce away from the supporting hand. If you're not comfortable in that position, your elbow can rest on the floor and you can do the same thing. Stretching into the shoulder and just getting that rotation around that shoulder joint there. Relax your head on your arm and bounce away from the center of the body. Bounce. You should be getting a nice stretch around the arm and the shoulder. Up and down the triceps. And another 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Let's rock over to the other side. So we're going to start on those triceps, on the other side. Hopefully all that breathing and rolling has made you thirsty. A quick drink of water. Let's get back into the movement. Elbow on the foam roller, rest the head in the hand, supporting hand on the mat, on the hip, or on the foam roller. Take it nice and slow. Think about ironing it out and plumping everything up. Keep the elbow in line with the body, so you don't want the elbow forward. You want to lengthen that lateral side out. Open up between the rib cage, creating space. Breathe into that space. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Keep going. And exhale. 5 to go. And exhale. And 4 more. And exhale. So you're coming to that contraction. Remember, deflating the lungs. Now you're opening up and exhaling. Finish off with 1 more. And exhale. Tip of the elbow on the foam roller. You can rest your hand on the mat again, on the roller or on your hip, and you're rocking forward and back. So stretching around the top of the shoulder. It's a forward movement, similar to the other movement we're going to do, but we're focusing on moving forward. The other one is focusing on moving outward. So it's externally and internally rotating. Breathing out and in. Last 3. And 2. And the last one. Rock yourselves onto your hands and knees. That same elbow is coming back onto the foam roller, or you can bring it onto the mat, your supporting hand. And you're resting the hand behind the shoulder, on the shoulder blade. And you're going to support the head on the arm, and you're going to bounce away from the center of the body. You should feel a nice stretch across the back of the shoulder, down the triceps. So think about that back arm line. We're going to work it just now in push-up. Pulse out for 10, 9, 8, 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back onto the hands and knees. Let's just stretch the chest and across the pectoral muscles a little bit more, opening up into the pelvis. Nod your head, so relax your neck, and breathe in here. On your exhalation, tuck the tailbone round your spine, release the hands, and just come up and circle the shoulders up and back. Now we're going to take the foam roller. So I want you to sit on the foam roller and take your circle as well. I'll show you 2 options without the resistance band. So you're going to take the knee, the front knee onto the foam roller, the back knee, so you're in a knee box position. Now if you have a circle, you can use a circle. You're going to take one hand onto the one elbow is bent, well both elbows are going to be bent, but the elbow is tapping the edge of the circle and the hand is holding on. Then you're going to take the other hand on top of that hand and you're going to grab hold of the circle under the elbow. If you don't have a circle, you just hold onto your elbows. In this position, you can use that circle to contract and get deeper into the rotation. So in this position, you're going to breathe in. We're opening up. I want you to create space to breathe into. So rotate as much as you can, opening up more than you think you can. Rotate. Then you exhaling, bringing the elbow to that back knee, contracting in the obliques and bouncing towards that back knee. Exhaling there. You can pull the hands together, contracting that circle, getting the movement into the shoulders, and breathe in. Open yourself up into that rotation. And again, bounce, 2, 3, and 4. Again, nice deep breath in. Open yourself up and exhale. Keep going. And exhaling. Three to go. Two more. Exhaling. So you're arching, opening up, and exhaling to that rounded contraction and tuck position. Let's release the circle and just take the foam roller over to the other side. So you're in a knee box position to this side. Take that back leg away with the circle or without the circle. Hand on the circle and hand on the circle, elbows on top. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Rotate, get into that rotation. Now exhale. Breathe in. Open yourself up. We're taking 4 counts in and 6 to exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Remember to take 4 counts in on that inhalation and exhaling to that tuck and crunch. 2, 3, keep exhaling. 6 counts, and again we're taking 4 more, breathing in and exhaling. Two more. Feel like you need to gasp that lung. Inhalation and then exhale. And release. Come off the foam roller, release the circle, put the foam roller to the side. We're now going to come onto the knees, so have a quick drink of water. Taking the circle, if you're not comfortable on the knees, provide some cushioning under them, or you can come up to a standing position. Take your thumb, I want you to bring the thumb inside the circle, and I want you to specifically focus on spreading the hands out and releasing. Open up the fingers. That first wedge, part of that thumb and that front arm line, as well as the deep core line. We want to give that a nice big range of movement and release it. Breathing in and exhaling. Keep going. Nice deep breath in. When you're in this position, I want you to be aware of your shoulders. Relax them and pull them down on that open up position and release. Breathing into that position as you open it up and exhale. Let's keep going. Nice deep breath in. It's nice and slow, and exhale. And 3 more. And exhaling. 2 more. And exhaling. The last one. And exhale. Now you're going to take the hands inside the circle. I want you to position the palms facing in. You can bring the hands close, or the circle closer to the wrists if you like. And you're going to breathe in, opening up across the front of the body, and then on your exhalation, you're pushing forward, resisting against the inside of the circle, opening yourself up and exhaling. Here we go for 3, breathing in. Open yourself up and exhale. Breathe in for 4 and exhale. Here we go for 5 and exhale. And 6 and exhale. And last 2 and exhale. And 1 more and exhale. When you're doing that movement, remember to use your head to help you increase that activation of the contraction. Let's bring the knee onto the mat and extend your leg. Keep the toes in line with your knee. Bring your roller in between your foot and your knee. That's optional. Bring your hands, and I want you now to face the palms away. So we're going to get a nice big range of movement in the arms. Opening up there. I want you to breathe in. You're nice and open. Breathe into the space. Now on the exhalation, you're going to contract and round. I want you to squeeze the foam roller between your knee and your foot, so you're activating those deep core line muscles. Breathe in and open up. So on that exhalation, tuck from the tailbone, squeeze the foam roller and stretch your arms forward. Let's breathe in, open up. We're going to do 2 more like that. exhale, and contract, pull it in. If you're not using a foam roller, you can just squeeze the knee and the foot together on the mat. But that'll make it a little bit more challenging with the foam roller. Let's do one more. Breathing in, open up, and exhale. Breathe in again. Now we're going to add a circle towards the extended leg. So you're going to breathe in this open position. On your exhalation, squeeze the foam roller, the foot and the knee on the mat. Reach your hands to the toes and circle down, breathing in and opening up. We're going to do 3 more like that. Exhaling. Reach to the end of the foam roller. Circle down. You're still exhaling. Now open up and breathe in. 2 more like that. Exhaling. And breathe in. Open up for the last one. Exhaling. And breathe in. In that position, you can use the resistance band and you can bring it onto the wrists and you can open up and extend there. Sorry, I should have shown you that before we started, but that is your option. Take the foot onto the other side of the foam roller, extend it, bring the arms either in the circle or inside that resistance band. Let's start by going forward, but you're still starting with that roller. You're squeezing that roller, activating the deep core line. Let's breathe into this position. Open yourself up. Now exhale, contract, and reach forward. Good. Breathe in. Open yourself up, and exhaling. And tuck and contract. Let's do another 2. Breathing in. Open yourself up. You should feel your core temperature is rising. Exhaling. Contract. This is the last one. Open yourself up. Squeeze, tuck, and round the spine. Breathing in. Open up. Now we're going to circle towards that extended leg. Still contracting. And reaching around you, exhaling, circle the bar or this circle up and around. Open up. Good. Exhaling. Contract. Squeeze that foam roller. Activate those deep core muscles and breathe in. Another 2. Exhale and tuck. Breathe in. And open up for the last one. And breathe in. Open yourself up. You can now release the foam roller. Keep the circle handy or your resistance band. Have another quick drink of water. And let's lie on our backs. Give yourself some space. We're going to take the hands again onto the inside of the circle, and this time you can actually turn the palms out. So grab hold of that circle, reach the arms next to the ears. If you're using the resistance band, you can take the hands again and just bring the band around the wrists and extend the arms next to the ears. So you're pushing away. Here I want you to hold onto the circle, palms are facing out. You're breathing in, opening up, squeezing the glutes. You're going to circle the circle around to one side. Reach forwards, keeping your lower back on the mat, and breathe in. Let's reverse the circle. Breathe out. Reach the circle towards the knees and breathe in. Open up. Let's reverse the circle for 3. Exhaling. Reach forward and breathe in. If your shoulders are not comfortable in this position, then turn the palms in and hold onto that circle and open up. But in this position, I want you to push a little bit more into that rotation. Push against the circle and breathe in. We're going to do another 4. Exhaling and circle the other way. Reach the hands to the knees. Breathe in. Keep pushing against the circle. Exhaling. You're deflating the lungs. That movement is assisting the breath expelling from the nose. 2 to go. Breathe out. Circle forward. Breathe in and open up. Last one. And breathe in and open up. Stay in this position and bring the circle onto the inside of the thighs. So you're going to angle the circle slightly and you're going to bring the feet quite close together, not too close together. Relax your head on the mat. And in this position, we're going to breathe into arch. You're going to breathe out to your tuck position, tilting the pelvis. Now you're squeezing that circle and you're breathing in to the lifted position. If you are working with the resistance band, you're going to take the band on either side of the legs and you're going to push against the band. So you're activating the lateral line a little bit more than the inside of it. The other thing you can do to activate the deep core line, which is where most of us need to pay attention to, is bring the foam roller between the knees. You're breathing in and you're exhaling. And then you're going to thrust the pelvis to the ceiling. Hold it in this position. And all we're doing is breathing in and out. This movement is activating your core muscles. You're activating on the exhalation. You're squeezing the roller. You're activating those core muscles. Using the circle, the same thing applies. You're breathing into the lifted position and holding it there. You're squeezing that circle and you're activating that deep core line. Breathing in for 4, out for 6 counts. You should be shaking, breathing in and exhaling. Let's do another 2. Nice deep breath in and exhale. The last one. And on the exhalation, lower down through the spine. Release the circle. Let's take one side of the circle onto the foot and you're holding the circle in both hands. Here we're going to breathe in and you're going to exhale on the lift. 1 sec. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhalation, coming up, keep that leg straight. I want you to circle the same arm as the leg that you're on, coming into that rotation. Now circle the arm back and you're exhaling as you lower down. Nice deep breath in. Now you're exhaling into the left. Breathe into that rotation. You're opening up, create space. Exhale, bring the hand down in one sweeping movement. Breathe in and exhale. Now circle the arm. And sweeping movement, exhaling. And down you go. Breathe in here and exhaling. Now breathe in, circle the arm, and let's finish off there, exhaling. Lower back down. Change legs. And here we go. Take a nice deep breath in. On your exhalation, lift yourself up and take that arm and circle around. Breathe in here and exhale. Keep exhaling and lower yourself down. Breathe in it. And exhale into that lifted position. Breathe in. Open yourself up. Now exhale. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Breathe in. And exhale. Breathe in. And exhale. Here we go with one more movement, breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and exhale. Now we're going to lie on our side. You're going to position, if you have got the band, again, around the ankles, the lateral line will be activating. If you're using the circle, you're going to bring it onto the inside of the legs, onto the inside of the ankles, and you're going to have to squeeze that to keep it in position. Drop down onto your arm, but I want you to be able to push off onto the elbow. So you're not putting too much weight into the arms. Use that top hand to assist you. Here we're going to take the band or the circle back. So we're opening up. What do we do when we open up? We create space. You breathe into that space you're creating. Open yourself up. On the exhalation, you're going to swing the legs forward. You're going to push up onto the elbow and bring the legs forward. So activating those oblique muscles again and the deep core line. Breathe out. Breathe in here, sorry. Open yourself up. You're breathing into that space. Now you deflate the lungs. Exhale, squeeze that circle and contracting as you slide up. Any tension in the shoulder, you can stay on the mat. You're going to drop that top hip slightly back. Breathe in. Open up. On the exhalation, come up if you can. You want those core muscles, breathe in, to be doing all the work. On the exhalation, coming up. Let's go again. Breathing in and exhale. We've got 3 to go. Nice deep breath in and exhale. 2 more. And exhale. For the last one. And exhale. Bend the knees and let's rock over to the other side. Have a quick drink of water. Circle or band around the ankles. Lying on that arm, but extend the hand slightly forward. Here we're breathing in, taking the legs back, opening up, and on the exhalation, you're coming up and you're crunching. Breathing in. Open yourself up, lengthen back, and exhale. Here we go for 3. Breathing in and exhale. Here we go for 4. And exhale. 4 more. Breathing in. And exhale. and 3. If you want to stay lying, continue to do so, breathing in and exhale. For the last one, and exhale. Bend the knees and come back onto the mat. We're now going to bring the sternum onto the circle. If the sternum is not comfortable on this part of the circle, then you can bring it onto the narrower part of the circle. Here we're going to play around with the push-up position. So staying on the knees, you're going to take the hands wider than the mat and you're going to work the back arm line. So I want you to keep the elbows nice and lifted. Exhaling into that rounded position. So here we're opening up, you're pulling the shoulder blades together at the back, you're breathing in. Exhaling into that extension. So you're rounding and stretching the rhomboids on either side of the spine. This is your, now you can go into an extended push-up if you want to. So we're going to push up and exhale. Here we're going to go for another 5. Exhaling on the way up, breathing in. Drop onto the knees if you need to, push up and use that circle to assist you. Breathing in and let the head relax. Let's do another 2. And 1 more. And breathe out. Good. Next one, you're going to take the circle and you're going to bring it next to you, supporting yourself with the other hand. We're going to apply the arch and tuck principle. So breathing in, on the exhalation, you're going to push down into the circle and you're going to round that spine. So you should see quite a bit of, or feel quite a bit of activation in that arm. On the inhalation, you're not pushing down, you're just relaxing that arm, breathing in. On the exhalation, start pushing the circle down, exhaling into the rounded position. Spread the fingers out, open up the hand, breathe into your arch. And tuck, tilt, and exhale. Just bring that foam roller between the knees. And that'll help you with your exhalation and your deep core line activation. We're going to do another 3 in this position. Breathing into arch. Exhaling, use your feet and your knees to squeeze that foam roller and push the circle down. Let's do another 2. Breathing in. Open yourself up. Exhaling. Cramping in the feet and the knees. Relax your neck. The feet and the calves or the hamstrings. Breathe in and exhale. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So you're going to take that circle to the other side. Extend the hand, open up the fingers, or extend the arm and open up the fingers. Let's breathe into arch. On your exhalation, use the feet and the knees. Exhale and push down. Breathing in. Open yourself up and exhaling. Squeeze that foam roller with the feet and the knees. Breathe in. Open yourself up. Squeezing that foam roller. Exhaling. Tuck and tilt. Here we go for 4 more. Breathing in. Open yourself up and exhale. Tuck and tilt. 3 more. Exhaling, squeeze, tuck, and tilt. Another 2. Open yourself up and exhaling. For the last one, and exhaling. Let's put the foam roller, the circle, to the side. And stretch yourself out. Breathing in and lengthen out. Hug your knees into your chest. Open yourself up. Let's rock the knees from one side to the other side. Breathing out and in. Come back to the center. Position the soles of the feet together. Bring your hands behind your head. And I want you to try and pinch the mat between the shoulder blades and between the butt cheeks and bounce the knees out. If the elbows are not open completely, add a little bit of a bouncing there to see if you can increase that range of movement. Have another nice big yawn. And stretch everything out. Hug the knees into the chest and rock yourself to a seated position. If you didn't have a circle and the resistance band is not going to work for you, then on that last exercise, we're going to breathe in and then push down into the circle on the exhalation so you can round your spine and just squeeze your knees together so you can activate that deep core line. So you're breathing into arch, pushing down on the foam roller and exhaling. So that's an option for that last set of exercises that we did. Let's push up into a pyramid or down dog. So hands on the mat, feet on the mat, so open up the feet wide apart. Bounce from one side to the other, walking through the feet and wiggling the hips. Now push the heels down, bounce the chest towards the feet. And you're going to walk your hands back to your feet and start off in that position. And roll up, breathing in as you come up. And circle the shoulders up and back. Swing the arms around the body. And I just want you to test that breathing again. Hopefully the shoulders are now nice and relaxed and you can feel that horizontal breathing. So let's take the hands onto the rib cage and take a nice inhalation for 4 counts and exhale for 6 counts. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. And one more. And exhale. Keep exhaling, feel that contraction, and just relax everything. Shoulders up and back, again swing the arms around the body, and shake everything out. Well done, and thank you for joining me.